Hello everyone and welcome back to the catch-up video. Just to recap, I just wanted to apologize again for the technical issues that I had. It took me out for close to a week between that and timing right at the very end of it. I just wanted to apologize for that. I am going to be doing a more in-depth recap video, and I'm going to then I'm going to start off with a more in-depth recap of what happened earlier, up to 7 days ago. Then I'm going to scale down, just do a newspaper coverage, and then I'm just going to get some screenshots that I'm going to draw up and release as part of a short, that just to recap all the stuff and screenshots that were sent in to me while I was away. So I actually had the last video that I could have put up would have been for day 9. I lost all of day 8's video that I had done. So day 8, I honestly do not know where it is, if it's posted anywhere. I don't even know if it made it up. I was trying to get it up, but no idea what's going on with that one. Day 9, we just had some back and forth there. I think I also had tried to cover that on the previous video, but what you were essentially seeing is essentially that Ottoman had really was pushing back and forth through Arabia, and Egypt were locked down to the very bitter end. Spain, I believe, I'm not sure if Spain had lost their capital already, but that's something we can see later on, and it was the cleanup operation of the Finlands and of the Nordic countries. I'm just going to skip ahead 2 days over to day 11, because day 11 is when we got into some of the obituaries. So as you can see here, this part of the world has stayed the same. This part of the world has stayed the same. UK has landed and had taken out the Spanish capital. So they had an invasion that they were trying to do here. It initially failed, but that initial failure drew troops up north, which allowed this landing to take place. And UK then fired off some armored cars that they sent straight down into the capital before reinforcements were able to bump over. I'm just going to hover slowly over the obituaries that we had. So we had the Spain obituary, with the Indian guy 652 died as a result of being eaten by crocodiles. Let's see. We have some chit-chatting back and forth between that top corner. We have the Italian obituary. Italy was actually the only player who survived his execution, but then he just got stranded on an island and died from the elements. So right here, that's East Libyan Ottoman Empire. We knew that they were going back and forth for a bit. Lithuania, Northern Russia. They were fighting in the previous, where it used to be Finland. This is Great Britain just running through Spain and taking the capital. Lithuania got attacked by Caucasus. This one, we knew that they were just finishing off the invasion there. Let's see, anything new that was going on there. Ukraine and UK were fighting. That was interesting. We'll head on up over to day 12. I'm just gonna slow down over the newspaper. One thing that I wanted to highlight on this one here was actually that UK then followed up by pushing down and taking out Morocco's capital. Morocco was all lined up to take out French West Africa, which actually backfired when French West Africa took two provinces down here, but he also lost his capital while he was pulling that move off. Meanwhile, over here, this was just settling down. see. There was some conversations that was going on about gold usage with Lithuania's capital. Lithuania had started building their capital earlier. That got confirmed. So it actually just barely went through. If Caucasus had attacked immediately instead of holding up on the border, they probably would have gotten the capital. It was touch and go. Just barely got through the couple hours to spare. Let's see. Here's the attack that you're seeing between Morocco and French West Africa, and Great Britain taking the capital. Northern USA and Greenland had started their fight there. Little bit of push, but not too much there. That war is over, by the way, currently. Just more updates on how these things were going. Over here, at the beginning, Arabia was losing more troops than Ottoman Empire was, but they had managed to stabilize that at the end. Even though they were down to just that one last province or two, they were using that just to push out and pick off smaller groups that were being left exposed. This is the Lithuania versus Caucasus move, where Caucasus tried to catch on to the new capital, but wasn't able to get to it in time. And that was actually what led to the commenting earlier up at the top of this newspaper. Let's see, Spain and Poland. That was just cleaning up because Spain had lost their capital. And let's see, AIs. Okay. I'm just going to highlight the obituaries of what came on out. I don't want to go into too much detail, and the reason why is because that just makes it a little bit more. It highlights a bit too much, so I'm just going to type in. Just do the search for weariness, and actually, it'll be better if I do obituary. So, just so we would get the reveals, so I'm just going to hover over these. So you have Morocco and Austria-Hungary's obituaries. And I'm just going to go to yesterday's when I posted some of them. So we also received Ottoman Empire, which will be covered in other shorter recap videos getting posted later on over the next couple days. Central USA's, which I was very not pleased with how that went down. It was a player off the chat who changed his mind as to his acceptance of the rules after he joined the game due to events which he knew about but claimed not to know, and then he threatened to tank the game for essentially for everyone. So I'm glad that's done there. Northern USA officially the obituary, and Greece's obituary, and Arabian Egypt's obituaries. So we have those here. They're all posted in the newspaper. They're also posted in the community events server Discord page for the Assassin's map, so you can find it there. Thank you very much for sticking around for this catch-up one, and I hope you guys enjoy the videos and the screenshots that come afterwards.